boys, this is a highly requested video. I get a lot of DMs about this, a lot of comments about this, but I'm going to be breaking down one of my competitive games. I'm going to tell you guys what I was thinking in this scenario, what I'm looking for at all times, and just like, just kind of breaking down my thought process during a game. You say this is inside of the mind, whatever you want to call this series. This is what we're going to be doing. And in this game, we're going to be playing in a Crew v. Crew, which was held by Mutthead, and I think there was a $12,000 prize pool. This is one of the qualifiers. So every week, your crew would play, and you would get certain points. And then I think they had about 40 crews, and they would narrow it down every single week. So it would go from 40 to 32, 32 to 16, 16 to 8, and then the final 8 would then eventually play. But we were playing Drini in this one. It was Drini, there was Ghost, and then Pavin. That was the 3. And then my 3 was Strap God, who made the ultimate wild card. He ended up playing Justin. And then O'Larry 2K. You guys might know who O'Larry is. Comp Madden player. Also was a professional 2K player. So we were all on the same team. But I matched up with Drini in the Crew v. Crew. It's a 1v1 style. So I'm going to break down pretty much this game right here. And we'll just start off. It looks like he got a pretty decent kick return. I was in the dollar formation. I'm going to have my auto flip off. I'm going to make sure I have my audible set. I had free safety zone blitz, DB fire, and then I always have a cover 4 just in case, there's a lot of audibling going around from my opponent. Then I can audible to a stock coverage that I know I'm not going to give up a lot of yards in, but it's a little bend but don't break. So those are my main 3 audibles that I have when I'm running or when I'm using dollars. So Drini's in the Jets bunts, and it looks like we're going to be in free safety zone blitz. So when I run my free safety zone blitz, we have auto flip off, so it only comes in on this left side. The looper has to be on this left side. If he's on the other side, he is not going to be able to come in, so we make sure auto flip is off and we never flip our play. But I always just kind of start off in a stock cover 3, so I really don't do that much adjusting, especially this late in the year when there's so many KOs. I'm more focused on sending blitz and putting my opponent in an uncomfortable situation where I can get him in a 2nd and long, a 3rd and long, and then I kind of dictate the game. I know what play he's going to go to. They'll either go to stock verticals, the stock double post, something that I see all the time. I don't have to pretty much guess what play they're calling. So I always make sure I'm sending a lot of pressure. But we see the audible right here. Drini's in Jets, so he started off in bunch, went the bunch strong, and he called the RPO right here. This is going to always be a feel-out drive. I'm either going to get a stop, and I'm going to play really good defense on the first drive, or I'm going to give up, easy yards right here just because, I'm trying to pick up a tendency from what Drini's running right here. I'm trying to disguise right here my free safety zone blitz and my DB fire. You have to block those blitzes in 2 different ways. So I always come out in free safety zone blitz. I'll let the safety come down, and when I press in free safety zone blitz, the safety jumps back up. But if I audible the DB fire too, I give that same look, so I'm able to disguise pretty much my coverage, and my opponent's got to kind of guess, okay, is he going to be in DB fire this play, or is he going to be in free safety zone blitz? So that's pretty much what I did right here. We see Drini's going to motion over, and there's always a tell with Jets, and this is something I always picked up from playing the game. Anytime they ever motion over their tight end, they're looking to block their tight end, or they're going to put him on a post route, and they're going to call inside cross. Inside cross is a really good play, especially versus a cover 3 shell, which Drini thought I was in this scenario, which I actually was not. I was in DB fire. So the moment he audibled over, I knew I could stay in DB fire and I'd be all right, because there's going to be a C route from the solo side guy where the cloud's going to play. And then there's going to be a wheel route, which this vert hook is going to play Bo Jackson on the wheel. And I'm pretty much responsible for these 2 guys over here, which there should be a post and a backside drag. And if he really does send out Vernon Davis, I should be guarding Vernon Davis once he comes across the middle. But we'll see if he sends him out this play. I'm not 100% sure. Right here, Drini actually ended up calling speed dig right here, but it's still good defense. We were able to guard the backside. The vert hook actually matches that crosser, and he didn't have enough time to throw the crosser late. So right here, it looks like I messed up my audibles right here. I have a spread D line. I shouldn't have a spread D line, but again, this is just a feel-out drive. I'm kind of praying that I don't give up nothing big as I give up something big. Now, let me break down what Drini did right here, and it was actually really smart. So what most people do right here is they're going to throw this crosser right here, and they're going to try to aggressive catch it down. Now, I know this. I see this crosser is wide open, so I have to make a play. Now, what I did was I tried to click onto my outside corner as fast as I can, so I was able to take my corner, get a knockout with my deep out zone KOs. But Drini actually kind of outsmarted me in this situation, knowing I was going to do that. He throws the streak. I thought he was throwing the crosser, and as you guys see, I come down. And if I don't come down like that, I actually have an easy knockout with Peanut Tillman. But Drini did a really good adjustment right there and was able to throw that. So now we're going to be able to go on our first offensive drive. Now, I pretty much focus on 3 formations: bunch strong, and trips tight end offset. Anything else is kind of just for, shits and giggles, or, just, I see something mid-game, I might audible to a different formation, but I'm pretty much in 3 formations. I keep it simple. I play at a fast pace. I'm going to make you, keep up with me. So we're going to take our delay of game right here, and we're going to see Drini is actually in nickel over, which is a really good defense, and I don't want to show the play just yet, but nickel over is has an A gap just like the dollar blitz, but it's a lot different to block. When you guys are blocking the dollar A gap blitz, everybody tells you to slide right, ID right. I actually ID left. I think ID left is better than IDing the right outside corner. I always ID the left outside corner. I have better chance at picking it up. But with nickel over, it's a little bit different because of the 4-down D lineman set, and then you're going to have this 5th guy coming through the A gap. So normally what I would do, I'm not sure if I knew about this in this game, but I would slide left against nickel over, and then I would ID the blitzer. This does really good versus the 4-down D lineman set, and it just, this is just something I kind of found from playing. I didn't like. There's not really a tell that, hey, you got to slide left versus the nickel. It's just something I found while I was playing, but he's in a little bit different of an A-gap style right here, and I'm going to go to one of the best plays. I'm also going to be in a PA play, which is also going to give me some extra blocking. I'm going to be in PA crossers, and right here, I'm just kind of getting a feel for what he's running on defense. PA crossers are really good, does a really good job because I can get over the top with the Y guy if he's in cover 3 or cover 4. I also have this underneath route. If they're in cover 3, I can also throw a tight end corner to the sideline because the third is going to run back. And then I always will have Tyreek Hill on a streak just in case he's in a broken coverage. But right here, I'm going to pick up the blitz perfectly. And right as I say, if he's in a broken coverage, who are we going to have? Tyreek Hill. And it looks like he was either in some sort of match or he was in man coverage right here. And it looks like he was in it looks like he might have been in match right here. If this is either, let me run this back one more time. Let me really look. This is actually man. This is man aligned. So this is man aligned. So, and he was in man right here. We were able to beat over the top with Tyreek Hill getting an easy 7. We strike back. We got 14 points in about 48 seconds for both of us. So looks like no defense is being played here early on. We're going to still be in the dollar. Right here, I don't want to give away, I'm going to be in DB fire every time that he motions over his tight end. So it looks like I'm staying in free safety zone blitz right here. And I want to get a little bit of extra pressure. I felt like last drive, he was able to kind of pick apart my defense. So I'm going to send a little bit of extra pressure right here. I know this is either going to be speed digger or it's going to be inside cross right here. Right here, I'm hovering to make sure my send 5 comes in. I actually switched to send 4 at the last second. I have these seam flats right here, just in case there's no flat routes. These seam flats should match on to the deeper routes. So if there's a C route right here and no flats, this seam route will match to him, and this seam flat is going to match to the slot guy if there's no flats from these wide receivers right here. But right here, he called speed dig right here. Again, there was no flats. No flats, and this was actually beautiful defense. I knew there was going to be no flats. And right here, he technically has a streak, but deep out zone KO is going to be able to knock that out. So I had no worries about that. The seam flat's going to match down to this running back route right here. And since there is no flats on this left side of the field and this guy went vertical, my responsibility is the crosser. This seam flat actually matched the outside guy, and we played actual perfect defense for speed dig right here. We got our KO. It was absolutely beautiful. We're going to go to a 2nd 10. Looks like he's going to go to bunch strong right here. I'm expecting flood. This is what I'm thinking most of the time when they have their bunch, they're to the wide side, they're either going to call double corners out of flood or corner strike, or they're calling Durham. I'm expecting flood right here. And what is it? It was flood with a backside drag. I felt like I played pretty decent defense right here. I jumped back to this in route. I have a deep blue right here. But Drini has a really good free form right there. He was able to cut it off from my deep blue, and you just got to tip your cap to that one. You really can't be mad at that right here. I'm gonna switch to DB Fire. He's been kind of actually I went back to free safety zone blitz. Right there, looked like I was really just indecisive with my defense right here, and he's kind of been, he's kind of messing me up on defense. I honestly look kind of lost on defense. I haven't really got a tendency for how to get a stop on him yet at this point in the game. He's going to a lot of different formations, so I really just don't know what I should be expecting right here. He has an easy flat route right here, so I'm kind of just keeping it simple and hoping that I can pick up on a tendency at some point in this game. And really, I'm just trying to focus on sending a blitz. I'm never really a great adjuster, especially if I don't know what's coming. I've never really been like a top tier adjuster, so I keep it simple. I just try to send a blitz and take away his first read and hope that the blitz comes in right here. We're gonna get him inside the 10 right here, and I actually decided to stay in dollar. I'm in cover 2 man. Again, I don't know what he's gonna run. I'm expecting just corner routes, so I went shade down man with 2 purples to stop corner routes or 2 posts. So these 2 purples should stop it right here. So it looks like Drini's in tight doubles right here. So tight doubles, I haven't really played a lot of it, so I really don't know what to expect. Perfect defense right there. Was able to pass the corner to the other purple, and I was able to grab the running back angle. We played good defense right here. I'm going to give him the same coverage, so I'm going to have him prove to me that he's going to be able to beat shade down man. I even I even cloud the outside corner right here, just in case he has a out route that's going to get underneath that purple right here. Perfect defense again, but that zig route gets open, but we have that purple down at the 2-yard line to get a stop. Now, honestly, this is a big play in the game. If I could do this over, I would call a timeout right here, especially at the 2-yard line, and I would get in 6-1. I don't want to be ran on. I also want to send a lot of pressure. I don't want to give him a lot of time down here, so I would actually get in 6-1, and I would run a heavy blitz style cover 2 with 2 hooks, but it looks like I'm going to be staying in this. He's going to audible over. He's probably going to run right here, which he does. I bring the safety in, and that's exactly why you should call a timeout and go to 6-1. 6-1, he wouldn't be able to run. He'd be forced to pass, and Drini ends up getting an easy 7. So we're now going to have the ball back. Drini, again, in nickel over. Again, I only had one play, so I'm really, again, in another feel-out drive. Looks like he's in man line once again, and it's probably going to be match. I'm pretty sure it's like a man-aligned match right here. He covered 2 this side, and then he had like a cover 3 shell on this side. So off the top of my head, I'm thinking this is cover 6 man-aligned. This is what I'm thinking right here. So I called Durham. I threw the drag. I really didn't even have the drag. I really didn't see that outside corner get knocked out right there. Right here, I'm having a hard time, picking up this blitz, so I'm going to call smash return where I'm able to block my running back, and I'm going to have a high-low read between the drag and then this post right here, and then I'm going to have this backside inverted zig right here, and I'm going to pray that one of them gets open. I get bagged, and I throw the ball away. This is a defense that I haven't seen a lot, but I'm going to have to make an adjustment on the fly. I'm going to have to do a little bit of freestyling, and hope I can get something going right here. I go to flood right here. I'm going to try double corner concept. Actually, did not try double corner concept. I thought I actually was. Roll out. I have the deep post right there. I'm going to throw the backside in. He had to make a decision between his user right here. And this is really all just freestyling for me. I really never call flood. If you watch my games, I never call flood. So when I call flood, you know that I'm struggling. I'm thinking about this defense, and I'm just trying to see what Drini's going to end up giving me right here. He had to make a decision between those 2 routes. I was able to throw that backside in. So, again, we're going to go to trips. We had a lot of success the last time we ran trips. Now, I'm going to run one of the most popular combos, which is slant post. We've changed it to drag post this year because slants stop in the middle of the field. So, we have a drag right here. We're going to have a post from our tight end, and we make the high-low read between these 2 guys. We also have a backside drag right here. Again, we always keep a streak on the field if there's broken coverage, and then we can also quick throw our running back on a wheel route if the blitz comes through right here. set up our protection. Blitz actually came through, and I was honestly going to throw a pretty tight window ball right there and probably get a knockout, possibly even a pick if the ball, popped up in the air right here. I'm going to go to verticals. I'm going short side because I did see on his last play, he did have a hook curl this last play. So when I have my verticals on the short side like I do right now, this vert is going to follow the RB receiver, allowing me to throw this A wide receiver. Now, if he's in the same coverage, it should work. And I should have A for an easy 10 to 15 yards. If not, we're going to be making a read between our RB receiver and our angle route. We'll have a high-low read between those two guys right there. We were able to throw our angle route. We threw it early. I thought the blitz was coming in. It was a little scary, so I made that read a little quicker. I didn't let really anything develop. So we're going to go to PA crossers right here. Get some extra protection since we're in the PA. Right here, we're going to drop back. We have Y over the middle. We're going to try to possession catch that, and now we have a 4th and 3 in the first quarter. This is a big play right here. This is a big play because I'm going to go down 2 scores more than likely if I do not convert this right here. I'm in verticals right here. I'm going back to it. Verticals, it's just the money play. If there's a vert hook right here, I'm going to be able to throw A. I can also throw B on the short side if he does not have a hard flat from this outside corner. And then we also have our high-low read between Nico Collins and Bo Jackson right here. 4th and 3. We're IDing to get some protection. We're going to be able to throw RB. We get perfect timing right there. That outside corner right here was in a quarter. This guy was in a deep half from what it looks like. And we were able to get enough time to be able to throw this post right over the middle. Easy possession catch. We didn't want to get KO'd, none of that. So that's why we possession caught it. We could have racked it, but on a 4th down, we just want to make sure we have a little bit of life. Right here, I'm giving speed dig. I want to do a little bit of 5 out right here. So I'm going to have 2 underneath check down routes. I'm going to have this in route, and I'm going to have this crosser right here. And again, this is really uncharacteristic of me. I really don't know why I was going to these plays. I couldn't tell you. I was probably flustered in the moment, and, I was really just starting to try stuff and just really freestyling right here. Right there. We kind of did what Drini did earlier in the game. Remember when I clicked down to my outside receiver because I was trying to make a play on the slot guy right here, and Drini threw the streak? We kind of did the same thing that Drini did. I kind of figured that's what he would do. We had our crosser on RB, and he tried to click on the make a play right here. We were able to throw this streak. Donovan Peoples-Jones, easy touchdown. We have a 14-14 pretty much at the end of the first quarter. So really good offense by both of us. Both of us are struggling, and I get a user strip fumble, and that's how we get our first stop of the game right there. Special teams, special plays, special players, I guess. So, hey, we take those right there. I honestly forgot that happened. So, we have momentum right here, and anytime I ever get a stop, like on a kick return, or, just like those are considered fluke stops. And especially when I'm in scoring range, I want to make sure I get points out of this drive. You don't ever want to turn it over, obviously in any part of the game, but especially once you get a fluke stop like this is like giving you free points right here. So I'm going to play a little bit more conservative. I'm okay with a kick 3 right here. Obviously, I want to get 7, but I don't want to do nothing risky. So I'm going to run an RPO, take it to the end of the first. We're going to get about 6-7 yards right there, 8 yards actually, and we're going to take it to the end of the first. And we're going to play a little bit conservative right here. Right here, again, I call it base, pick up our first down. Easy first. We have 9 yards to go. I'm going to no huddle. And we're going to go back to this tight end in. I've ran 2 run plays in a row. And everybody knows how to trips tight end. There's a screen play that is really effective. It's another RPO. So my thought process was Drini's going to set up heavily for this RPO screen, especially since I've ran an RPO and a halfback base. He probably thinks I'm going to go back to that, especially on a 1st and goal. A lot of people like to go to that screen. So I'm going to mix it up a little bit. I'm going to go to that tight end in, and I'm going to hope I can get one of my drags, and I can get, possibly 7 from my drag, or I can get closer to the goal line, and I can call one of my I-form runs. But right here, I'm going to ID quick. I'm going to hike the ball. Right here, we're going to be able to throw our X wide receiver right there. It looked like he was set up. If we run this back, If we run this back, he has a flat zone right here. I'm assuming that he wanted this flat zone to play this B wide receiver. This B wide receiver is um is guarded by this outside corner right here. So I'm not 100% sure if he was setting up for that, but in my opinion, I think he was. We're going to get an easy 7 with Donovan Peoples-Jones. Now we have the lead. We're up 7, 22 seconds into the second quarter. And now we're back on defense. We need to stop desperately. I'm still in this free safety zone blitz, not making many adjustments. Just really hoping we can, make Drini uncomfortable and be able to get him in a second and long, third and long. He hits the flat right there. Now he's in a second and short. He can technically really clock this if he wanted to. Clocking this would actually not be a bad idea. And, trying to tie this up, especially when you're down a stop. I switched to DB fire right here. I was assuming since he's in bunch strong offset that he's going to call flood right here. So I have an outside quarter to guard this tight end corner. I have an inside third right here to make this a cover 3 shell. Blitzing both slot corners, have my vert hook right here, and then I have a cover 2 shell right here to guard the backside in. And all I'm doing is hoping I get pressure coming off that right side of the field. He actually called Durham right there, but we had a good defense for it. We sent the blitz, made him make a decision. We had a flat over on the left side of the long with a vert hook, so we were able to get a KO animation. Now we have a 3rd and 2. We have to get off the field right here. Send up free safety zone blitz. Not really sure what he's going to go to. I predicted flood right here, and he went back to Durham again through the same exact route. Did not think he was going to go to it twice, especially after getting blitzed, but we're now on a 1st and 10, and he no huddles, which I thought was a little weird in this situation, but to each their own. I'm going to only send 4 right here. I know flood's coming. I'm running with it. Kind of a risky pass right there. A little bit of a risky pass. Our hook curl from the safety, and that's why we run a hook curl from the safety. I'll show you guys the next time that we are in free safety zone blitz. We're in DB fire right here, going back to the same coverage shell with the outside quarter and the cover 3. Isaiah Simmons can't get out there fast enough. That's our responsibility, and we did not guard it. When we have no flat right there, our responsibility is if there is a flat, we have to run out there. We did not. We were actually in no man's land, but he gets easy 1st down. Drini goes to tight doubles. Really don't know what to expect right here. I'm starting to play aggressive defense. I don't want to get clocked out of the half, so I'm okay with giving up a big play like I did right here. Giving up a big play, guaranteeing, okay, I'm going to get the ball back. If he clocks from the 16, I tip my cap, but in my mind, there's no way that I don't get the ball. I'm going to be able to get it last and get 7 before half and possibly go up 2 scores. Right here. Everything was bagged. I saw it was corner strike. I saw the C route right here. So my user knew I had to sprint since I had a cover 3 on this side. I sprinted all the way to the left. I identified it. And we got to, never mind. I thought we got to stop. Did not get a stop. Vernon Davis on a playmaker gets a 1st down and has him at the 2 again. I don't know why I didn't call a timeout. I'm actually kind of mad at myself. I should be calling timeouts here. Don't know what I was thinking. Probably hard-headed in this situation, but I should be in 6-1. And a lot of you guys should be in 6-1 too. 6-1 is really good at the 2-yard line. Right here. This is freestyle adjustments. I've never done this in my life. So honestly, I don't know why I did this. Probably thought he was going to have this guy on a streak over there, and then I just, cover 2 shells really good in the red zone. It takes away the flat, takes away anything quick that you can throw, like a quick hitch, all that. So honestly, probably just thought he was going to do that. He ends up running the ball. We get a stop, 2nd and goal, taking it to the 2-minute warning. And looks like I'm going to go to a goal line. Looks like, or maybe not. No goal line. Where am I going? $6-1. I don't know where I'm going. Okay, now I'm in 6-1. He's going to strong close. I'm going to pinch my D-line. And here's that cover. Oh, actually, I think I left cover 4. Okay, but we do have the 2 hooks from the safeties. These 2 hooks are going to be at 5 yards. These hooks play really well. They're going to, again, stop any insta throws right here. Anything that comes over the middle, like double slants, they're going to play these slants early or posts early. And then these normally are hard flats, and then I'm blitzing these guys, but it looks like I decided to sit in coverage. Don't know why. And then I'm going to contain the stop the rollout, hoping that he doesn't roll out right there. He's going to run halfback zone. Really thought he was going to pass, and he gets easy 7 So it's 21-21, but we're in a beautiful spot. We're going to make this the last drive of the half. Even if I do get 3, I get ball at half, and I can make it a 10-point game out of half. So I want to make sure that I don't turn it over. I'm running the clock a little bit. And right here, trying to disguise my RPO, make it seem like I'm passing. I'm going to throw this to the outside guy, and we have Tyreek Hill, number 10. We don't stay in bounds, which is unfortunate right there. So the clock is not running. So I should be getting the clock running right here. Nope. Why would I? I'm going to call Y curl because, I'm cocky like that. And I have Kyle Pitts, and I'm going to take an easy 7 in this game. No, I'm not. I'm going to get tackled. I lied. Should have clocked right there. I don't know what I was thinking. If I could, do that over, I probably would run the ball right there. But it looks like we're in a scoring position. We're at the 2-yard line. So, I can't be, too mad at getting 7 if I do get 7 right here. Right here, I'm in wide receiver screen. This is one of my gimmick plays that I occasionally run where I can take off with the quarterback and try to get 7. Right here, you guys see I take off with Bo Jackson. I have absolutely nothing. I throw it away. I just wanted to see if he was ready for a little gimmick I have. And I think I actually go back to it again. Maybe I saw something in the moment. Looking back at it, there was nothing to see. Everything was bagged, and Drini's going to call a timeout. The good thing is, though, we are wasting his timeout, so can't be too mad at it. We're going to call wide curl right here, and this is probably going to be we're probably looking for the running back route, which we ended up throwing. If I ever call wide curl in the red zone, it's because I think they're going to be blitzing a lot, and I'm going to be able to throw this running back off rip and try to juke up the field right here. Get a little lucky right there. We're going to get an easy 7. Did have the running back. This is not a terrible read. It should have been a KO. It took me a little bit longer to throw. I got a really, really weird animation on that catch and was able to get 7 right there. So we're going to go up 7. This is one of my luckier games, I should say. I got a fumble this game. I got that weird wheel route. But, hey, that's just Madden, bro. Sometimes you got to be it's better to be lucky than good. Right here, motions over the tight end, so we know, again, this is either speed dig or inside cross. So I'm going to go to cover 2. It's my best bet at guarding it right here. It's speed dig, perfect. I knew it was coming. I was waiting for RB to come up the middle of the field. Everything was bagged. We're going to get pressure right there. So it was just a dead giveaway once he motioned over that tight end. Right here, he's calling bunch strong short side. Now, this is where things get tough on defense because short side, if I run a cover 2 shell, he can streak this outside guy, and he can also streak the tight end. And he can run a cover 2 beater and, throw it for 7. But if I'm in cover 3, you can also put a streak on number 12 on the outside, and you can corner route either 85 or 18. And since it's on the short side, this deep blue is going to get pulled by this streak, and you're going to be able to throw this corner route. So, honestly, I'm in a shitty situation. He hasn't called short side the whole game, but I called cover 2, and this was a beautiful user right here. Beautiful user. I realized that he had this backside in right here. Wide open. I was guarding 85, and I baited this perfectly. I'm running with 85. I look like I'm running with 85. I have a blitz coming off the side, so he has to make a split decision quickly. And honestly, being able to throw this ball and knowing that this guy's going to run past this vert hook right here is a pretty ballsy decision. I don't know if this was intended, if he knew this was going to get open, or end up being open before my user got there, but just being able to cover all that ground right there with Fred Warner, beautiful user. Now we have him on a 3rd and 10, minute 18 left, clock is not moving. He's going to be in regular bunch right here. Motion's over. I'm expecting Flood. Flood is one of Drini's go-to plays. He gives me a different look, and I actually have no idea in hell what is coming, so honestly praying that the blitz just comes in. It does not. He runs double corner. We have perfect defense for double corner, and he just has enough time where my deep blue runs, too far back. I'm not mad at this defense. He rolls out. I had a zone right here to guard the short corner. My user wasn't 100% sure if this flat was going to drop down since he was rolling out, so I did kind of run with that corner a little bit longer. I jumped back to this in route so he can't throw it. But, this was not bad defense. This third right here was guarding this corner for a pretty long time. He just had enough time since he rolled out, so you just tip your cap to that one. Again, he's going the bunch strong short side. I'm okay with, playing super aggressive right here because, I can always get the ball back and, try to get points before half. Right here, he calls Durham. Beautiful play. He took advantage of having a lot of time. My cover 2 shell. Didn't do terrible right there. My vert hook just was stuck in a shitty situation. He threw the post right before it got to that vert hook. Right here, now Dreamy's going to start taking some clock. Runs the ball with Bo Jackson. I call a timeout. I want the ball back. Right here, we're going to be in DB fire. We want to play super aggressive. Again, he motions over Vernon Davis. I know this is going to be inside cross or speed dig, so I'm ready for it. I'm waiting for see if Vernon Davis goes out on a route. He does. Vernon Davis did go on a route. Actually shocked I didn't get any pressure, but Dreamy actually did switch it up again. Did a really good job. I was expecting speed dig or inside cross, and it was not. He actually switched it up. He had a deep corner route over this cloud flat right here. He had a streak to pull that outside third, or not outside third, deep half, and Dreamy's going to be able to throw that corner route over that cloud flat. But now we have time to go get points before half. 35 seconds, 2 timeouts. This is a high-scoring game. 28 points for the both of us. 56 total points in one half is nuts. But hey, this is Madden. This is summertime Madden. We have all these abilities. We've been playing for a while. This is what happens in the summer. I'm going the tight end in right here. Just trying to, I don't want to be too risky. You can't win a game before half, but you sure can lose one. And as I say that, throw a really bad pass right there. If we look, actually, I seen this right here. We have our post route right here. Didn't make that read. He had a cloud right here or whatever zone. This should be a cloud that went to the middle of the field. But we had A wide open, and I don't know why I threw this. There was no reason to throw that route. That was a really bad read right there. I got extremely bailed out on that. But, that's Madden. We move on to the next play. We're going to call Durham right here. We're going to go to good old reliable Durham right here. This is, good versus every single coverage. I'm going to look for my flat route right here. If I can throw Kyle Pitts at the start of the play, I'm going to throw him right here, try to get a first down, just, get some yards. If not, I'm going to work from RB, and then I'm going to go to Y. Right here, he screams. We didn't have anything, so we didn't have our drag right here from our tight end. Kyle Pitts is guarded by Isaiah Simmons. I see that RB is going to be guarded by the safety right here. So I go to look at Bo Jackson, and Bo Jackson is wide open. We're going to throw Bo, and we're going to get an easy first down, call a timeout. This is probably just going to have to be 3. There's no way we're really going to get 7, so we just need to get in field goal range, and we are only going to need about 30 yards right here. Go with the PA crossers. Make him make a decision right here. He gets a KO. Really good defense there by Dreamy. His user made me pick. I picked the wrong one. And Dreamy gets a KO right there. Has a flat zone or a mid zone over there, so gets an easy knockout. Looks like we're going to flip our Y curl right here. We're going to try to, catch him off guard, trying to see if we can throw our flat. We actually are going to audible. We're going to audible the wide trail. So what I'm doing right here is the reason why I'm audibling the wide trail is because I did realize, I think at a certain point he was in cover 3. So this is what I'm assuming I was doing, and this is from sort of watching it in the moment. It could have been something way different, but just from me watching my own games back, this is what I think I identified. So I know that I have a wide trail cover 3, cover 4 beater. So I'm assuming that I'm thinking he's in cover 3 right here. So this backside, there should be a backside third right here. This guy should be in a third, and this guy should be in a third. So if I can get the protection, this third right here, since it's on the short side, is going to get pulled down. And if we have enough time, we should be able to throw this post over the top and try to, either get a one-play touchdown, or we're going to at least get in field goal range, be able to call a timeout. Right here, we're going to get our protection that we need. We just took the easy yards that we had, and I don't know why I just didn't juke up the field and use my timeout. I was trying to get out of bounds right there, was not able to get out of bounds. I was overthinking that situation. Now I'm in a really bad spot. There's 11 seconds left. I have no timeouts. I'm at the 50. I need at least 4 yards right here. I think my kicker at this time is Jake Elliott, so he should be able to kick. Right here, we're going to go to trips tight end. I'm going to call verticals. Now, I need to get out of bounds fast. So, what I did was I called a C route on the left side. This C route, if he's in cover 3, is going to be open because the streak is going to pull the deep blue down the field. And then over here, if they're in cover 3, I'm going to have my tight end corner. And this streak is going to pull that deep blue, allowing me to throw that corner to the sideline. Now, let's see if that actually happens. Now, I have A wide open. Am I going to throw it? No. I also can probably throw Y right here for 7. I also have B right here. Now, let's see if I make the right read. Honestly, I'm proud of myself right here from being able to identify that. But I should have thrown this tight end, and I should have thrown B. It was easy, 3 points right here. Now I'm in a really bad situation. I tried for the 1-play touchdown. I tried to freeform it. Not mad at that throw at all. If I get a better possession catch, if I get the one where you fall down instead of rack, that's easy 7. We're going to be up 7 going in the half. Now I have to try to get out of bounds with 5 seconds right here. So we're going to call verticals right here. Short side. Now the reason why I called verticals to the short side right here, this was my mindset right here. So vertical short side, if he did call cover 3, if he calls cover 3 right here, even these hard flats from the slack corner won't play this outside wheel. They won't play this outside wheel. So unless there's zone drops, if there's like 0 yards or like 5 yards, then it will play this outside wheel. But a default hard flat will not play an outside wheel from the slot. It has to be from this outside corner right here. So I'm thinking, if I'm short side, if there's a hard flat, or if he doesn't hard flat this outside guy right here, I should be able to throw this wheel, get the 3-4 yards that I need, and be able to get in field goal range right here. That was really my only read. If this read wasn't open, I was screwed. But let's see right here. We technically could throw this. It'd be a tough ball. He must have had zone drops right here, because normally this hard flat is going to get pulled on default and guard A to start the play and then jump late. But we're able to throw this wheel late after it runs up the field, and the hard flat, it kind of sits in the spot right here. And we get out of bounds. Beautiful. 1 second left. Good patience right there. The wheel play ended up working out. It didn't work how I intended it to, but it did work later in the play, and we're going to end up getting 3. So now it is a 31-28 game. We have the ball. We are in the driver's seat. We need to get 7 right here to make this a 2-score game. We're going to start off with an RPO. We're going to make the read right here on the bubble. We have the bubble. Get a couple yards right there. Just get the clock going. Don't want to pass every single down. We want to take some time and, put some stress on him after we get 7, if we get 7. But right here, we're going to go to tight end in. I'm just really looking to make a read. I know this is going to be some sort of zone coverage as he switched to it halfway through the game. So I'm really just looking to make a read. If I can throw X early, I'm going to throw it early. We also have A. We're going to make a read between these guys over the middle. And then I have B on the backside if needed. Right there. We have B, Tyreek Hill, and we have a 3rd and inch. This is really a tough spot to be in, because you don't want to throw the ball, but you also don't want to run and get yourself in a 4th and 2 right here. So this is always a weird spot to be in. Right here, we're going to go to Old Reliable and Durham. We're going to roll out, and we get under pressure. We had the drag, but he had an edge stutter lead, or he had some sort of ability which made us throw an inaccurate right there. You guys seen the orange. Now we have a 4th and inches. Worst spot in Madden to be is a 4th and inches, because if you run and you get stuffed, you feel like an idiot because you should have passed. And if you pass and you get bagged, you feel like you should have run. But again, we're going to Durham. We thought we had something last play. And we're going to do a little bit of a different setup here with Durham. We're going to have double drags right here. We're going to have a crosser. And we're going to have our outside wheel. Now, the reason why I did this is I was thinking that he was going to play super aggressive and he was going to man up right here. So if he was able to man up, we'd have 2 drags to beat man, and then we were going to have our RB crosser super late if we had enough time. Right here, actually sent hella pressure. We were able to roll out, and we had our running back streak. Nobody was guarding the running back streak because he sent so much pressure. He sent, how many people did he send on this play? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's technically, he sent 6 right here since he sent his user. He had 6 people right here. Nobody was guarding that running back streak. Bo Jackson is gonna get. Oh shit! Are we gonna get out of there? I haven't watched this in a while. We did not get out of there, but we got ourselves in the red zone at the 8-yard line. Again, we're audibling over the trips. And remember earlier in the game, and I told you that this smoke screen is really good. It's really good against non-man aligned, any sort of regular zone. He's man aligned right here. There's a and we know this because this guy's in front of X, this guy's in front of Y, this guy's in front of B, this guy's in front of A. So we know this is man aligned. Honestly, I think I'm just running the ball right here, just to take some time. And P. Willie's in our backfield right there. So we're going to no huddle right here. We like the defense. Now, since he's man aligned, we're going to pass. If he was in regular zone, I probably would have just, not no huddled. But since he was in man aligned last play, he's going to be in man aligned this play. So we know this. We're going to call verticals right here. And I have this outside wheel right here. Do I make this read? We're going to find out. I technically also have Y right here. He beats his man right here, the running back streak. So I can technically throw Y. Let's see what I do right here. Messed up the swerve right there, but at least we made the right read right there. Again, I'm going to go back to vertical short side. Again, if he doesn't have a cloud or a hard flat on this, we should have B right here. If he has a vert hook right here, the vert hook's going to guard RB, and I should be able to throw my running back wheel. And if he does run man, I'm going to have my running back streak to beat man on this left side. Let's see right here. We're going to ID the user. Nothing's open. He played really good defense. I could have thrown B off rip. I did not. And I'm going for this. This has got to be a bluff. Okay, apparently I'm going for this. You should kick 3 in this situation, but probably was being a little ballsy. I'm going to go for this right here. I'm calling verts. I don't know why. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know why I'm doing this. I shouldn't be doing this. Okay, I called my own bluff. Okay. We kicked 3. Whew, that kind of scared me. We ended up kicking 3. We kicked 3 right there, and we're only up 6. It's probably a really bad situation to be in because if we get 7 right there, we were up 2 scores. Now we're only up 1 score. So, getting ball at half really didn't mean anything right there. So he's going to go to bunch strong, and the 2 plays that he has been calling out of bunch strong, it's flood and Durham. I have to make a prediction on this. I have to take a guess. I'm going to guess this is flood. Since I stayed in free safety zone blitz, I knew it. I ran with this corner route early. I jumped back to this drag. He has enough time. My blitz didn't come in, but we make a great click on with our deep blue, and we were able to KO that corner route earlier in the game. We didn't get a good click on. He had a better free form than us, and he was able to get that corner route for an easy 30, 40 yards. We were able to get a knockout on it right there. Again, I'm going the free safety zone blitz. He actually snapped the ball really fast. I didn't even have enough time to make any adjustments because I actually blitz my safety, so he could have took advantage of it, but he threw this outside wheel against a purple, which again, this is where I was talking about where you guys can throw these outside wheels against the hard flats right there, and he gets an easy 5 yards. So instead of being in like a 3rd and 10, he's now in a 3rd and 5, which is a lot easier to pick up. Right here, he's motioning over his tight end. The last time he motioned over his tight end, he had that play with the streak in the corner route. Let's see if he goes back to it again, or was that just some sort of red zone play that he was running? I'm using Fred Warner. He did go back to it. He had the corner route bumped actually right there. The streak bumped the corner route. We got a little blessed right there, and now we have a 4th and 5. 4th and 5 here for Drini. He's in bunch strong. If I had to guess, fourth down and 3rd down, he did love going Durham. So he's probably going to call Durham in this situation. We're in free safety zone blitz. We're sending 4. I like a coverage, just kind of sending more coverage rather than blitzing the slot corner and sending 5 right here. So let's see right here. He actually did not. He called double corners. Perfect defense. The seam flat on the outside matched him right there. This outside 3rd is going to play this corner. And then we have our hook curl on the backside to play this backside in route. And our user is here once he passes that hook curl right here. Beautiful defense, tries to roll out. We get a sack with Chanel. And we now have a 1st and 10 with the ball, an opportunity to go up 13 points, or we're going to go up 9 if we kick a 3 or kick our 3. We just can't turn over the ball right here. So we're going to call it Y Crow right here. My goal, we're at the 16-yard line. I just want to throw something fast and try to make a play with jukebox right here. So I'm probably looking for Bo Jackson off rip. If I can throw Bo Jackson in this flat, I'm going to juke up the field. If not, I'm looking over this left side. Is he going to leave this seam open with Kyle Pitts? If he leaves the seam open with Kyle Pitts, this is going to be a free 1st down. Other than that, we're going to have our B wide receiver as our security blanket and be able to throw our backside. Right here, if Kyle Pitts does not get bumped off initials, we were able to throw A. I missed my running back. Our running back was wide open. I think I had seen Kyle Pitts have pretty much leverage and have the seam wide open, but if he doesn't get bumped, Isaiah Simmons makes this move left. If he doesn't get bumped right here and I'm able to throw A, I can throw the seam up the middle and we have an easy 7. But since he did get bumped, I was not able to throw A off the rip, and I had to wait for his icon to pop back up. But we did have Bo Jackson open, and we did miss that read. But we're going to take off with Bo Jackson. Get an easy 9 yards right there. Now we have a 2nd and 1. I'm going to run base right here. Get blown up, but at least the clock is still running, so we have something going for us. Now I have to pull something out of my bag. Looks like we're going to stay in bunch, and I'm going to audible over the tight end in right here. Tight end in. We're looking to throw one of these drags. We're going to look at B first. If B is open, we'll throw B. Otherwise, we're going to have this tight end post over the middle that's going to run the backside of the end zone. And if all else fails, we're going to have this backside drag. One of the most popular plays in Madden. And then we also have this flat, if necessary. Looks like we didn't need it. We're going to roll out. Bo Jackson, easy 1st down. Now, could I have thrown something right here? Let me really take a look at this. I was kind of more watching the play. B's a hard ball to throw because his user's right here. His user is in with the old line. I don't want to get lurked where he, randomly gets off the block and jumps back to B. So I shouldn't throw that. I could, if I wanted to, throw X on this back. Hold on, X right here on this back side. He had Patrick Willis right here, but I didn't want to take a chance with an inaccurate throw from Bo Jackson. So I think the safest thing was just to keep rolling out to the outside and get our 1st and goal. Now we have a new fresh set of downs, and now we are in I form close, looking to get something going with a stretch. We're going to motion him in for some extra blocking. Patrick Ricard, such a really good block. We juke back inside. Now we have a 13-point lead, or actually a 12-point lead. We're going to go for 2. Now, looks like we call end around, and an end around works. So I'm going to fly in a tip for you guys. So end around, I actually saw this from the King. He ran this in the ultimate kickoff early in the year, and I've kind of used this throughout the year, but just being able to understand when to call end around is really good. So if you're inside the red zone and your opponent likes to call 6-1 or something with 4 down D lineman sets, are pretty much what I'm trying to get at. If they don't have slot corners blitzing, so this would be in a dime, dollar. If they're not calling dollar or dime, you're going to be able to run this end around. The pursuit angle is really bad from this 4 down D lineman set, and they're not going to be able to get to this outside end around, and you're going to be able to get a free easy 2 points. And I knew he was going to stay in this nickel over, so that's why I ended up going to this end around. I knew he wasn't going to go to dollar. I knew he wasn't going to go to dime. If anything, he was going to go to 6-1. 6-1 is also really bad versus this unless you 100% know this play is coming. Then you can set up to try to get a stop for it. But I knew he wasn't going to be expecting this, so now we're going to be able to take our 14-point lead. It's going to be 42-28 in the 3rd quarter. Dream's going to have to push this drive now. He's got to make sure this goes quick. We're back. I just wanted to make sure I was recording. I started freaking out a little bit, but we played perfect defense for double corners right there, and Drini actually had an insane free form right there. If you guys see, the seam flat is playing this short corner on the outside super good, so we have not had to worry about this. The backside has been guarded. This hook curl eventually drops down, and then we play the pickup, and we're going to make sure that he can't throw it after he passes that hook curl. We have this backside third to guard this, and then it really all comes down to if our blitz, our send 5, is going to get home before this outside third runs all the way back, and he's going to be able to throw that window. And in this case, he runs back just enough for him to be able to freeform that down. It's a 50-50 if I'm going to get a good click on or not. I didn't get the good click on like I did earlier in the actually it was last drive. I didn't get a good click on last drive, so I was able to get the KO last drive. This drive wasn't able to. But I'm sending 5 right here. I'm trying to apply pressure. Nothing deep. Make him take his checkdowns. Make him work right here. Drini calls a timeout, which is huge. So now if I do get the ball back and Drini does need to stop, I get to play this situation a ton, or pretty much really different. I'm going to be able to take more time off the clock if I do have to clock this game. Drini is setting up short side. I'm sending everybody. I'm sending 6. I want to make sure he wastes as much time as possible. I don't care about giving up 7. I just want to make sure that he wastes time, or I can get him. I can sack him, put him in a bad spot, make him press even a little bit more. So we're sending 6 right here. Everybody sent, not letting him throw a one-play touchdown, but he did juke up the field. He's going to get a lot of yards on that, but the clock's going to run, and that is going to take us to the fourth quarter. 4's up in the chat. By the way, if you guys aren't in the Twitch streams, man, twitch.tv/GoatGeezy. Make sure you guys catch us live. We play tournaments all the time over on the Twitch. But right here, I'm sending 4. I guarded the corner. I'm not giving up anything to the sidelines. If he wants to throw everything in bounce, that is fine with me. I just want to make sure that he is wasting time. I want to be able to manage the clock and pretty much end the game. Right here, he goes to tight doubles. He loves tight doubles. I didn't see this enough during the game to really make many adjustments, but I got a hook over on this left side. That was beautiful defense right here. Let's actually run that back so I can break down to you guys what I did right here. So I was making sure I was going to send 5 right here. I didn't want to give him a lot of time. He had a lot of time because he called a PA play, but I was expecting he was going to do something along the lines of either double like posts right here, where they were going to get over these cloud flats right here, and then he'd have 2 hitches to drag the zones in, or he was going to have a streak corner, or a streak corner on this side. So what I did is I put a hook from my safety right here. I've had a cloud. I had an inside quarter right here from my top safety, a cloud, and then I had a vert hook, and then I played the sticks. So playing the sticks, what that does is it drops your corners to that first down marker, so they're going to drop all the way back to where the first down marker is. So I didn't want to give up anything in the red zone. I was okay with giving up everything underneath, and it ended up being actually really good defense. He had the zig right here. He could have threw it, but I don't think he wanted to waste more time, so I ended up guarding this the slot receiver right here. He ends up running across the back of the red zone, and then I jump back to that trail route from Bo Jackson. He throws it away, stops the clock. We have 4:24 left in the game. Drini doesn't want to waste any time. He's not trying to clock himself out of this game, so he's looking to score pretty much in one play, and if he doesn't have it, he's going to throw away the ball. Right here, we run similar defense, and he throws that corner, and that could have been a scary throw right there. If our corner on the outside gets ahead, because he is in a cloud right here. He's in a cloud, so if he doesn't get bumped right here, this also could have been a pick, or it could have been a KO. So that's a scary read by Drini right there. We got a 3rd and 10. He's going to go to verticals right here. Again, this is why everybody runs their verticals to the short side. Running your verticals to the short side, if there's a hook right here, which I was using this hook, but if I was not using this hook, it would have guarded RB right here, and he would have had this for a free first and goal, or he would have scored right here. And then he also has this outside wheel. We had a cloud that played the sticks right here, dropped to that first down marker, and he actually had this outside wheel for an easy 7. Didn't throw it, but he threw that wheel right there, and we had 2 KOs in that spot, and now he's on a 4th and 10. He's got to go for this right here. If he does not get this, it is going to be the game. I have 15-yard hooks, and I have 15-yard cloud flats right here. I am not giving up anything past this first down marker. If he wants to throw these flats, he can throw these flats. I'm okay with that. I got clicked on the Warren Sapp right here. Not a good spot. Drini has absolutely nothing. He could have thrown Bo Jackson, but I think he was looking to throw his RB crosser or one of his wheels right here. We make the perfect adjustment, and we end the game. Now, I want to kind of break this down one more time before I do end this video. I knew he was going to call verticals right here. So, when I was talking about this vert hook on this right side, if I left this vert hook right here, Vernon Davis would have been wide open. But I did make an adjustment, and at the last second, I manned up Isaiah Simmons to 85. I put a vert hook for my safety. I have a vert hook from my, or a hook curl, excuse me, from my safeties. I have two hook curls, and I have two claws right here. So now his only read that he was able to throw would have been this outside wheel right here. This guy was manned up to Vernon Davis. As we play it right here, plays it perfectly. And then I'm on Warren Sapp right here. He could have thrown RB, I guess, if he wanted to early. If he wanted to try, I guess, this zone right here. But he really had nothing. We played beautiful defense, and that's how we're going to end the game. It was GG's right there. We're just going to call some plays to try to get out of this game. We have our in route with Bo Jackson. I'm going to fall down just to make sure the clock's still ticking. I'm just trying to take as much clock as possible right here. We're going to go back to PA crossers. Try to give us some time. I don't know what I was throwing right there. I had the tight end corner wide open. I know this game ends like soon, so I'm just waiting for it to end. I actually managed this game pretty poorly. He's in 6-1 right here for some odd reason. Was able to throw this streak up the middle, and that was pretty much GG's after that. We run this clock out, and ended the game right here. But yeah, so that is just a breakdown of one of my comp games. I know a lot of people have been asking it. First time, I haven't done this actually in a while. I think the last time I broke down a game was in the Madden, or it was the Madden Bowl Wesley versus Henry game. And I watched that game in depth, and I haven't watched this game in forever. So if my commentating and my breakdown skills were a little rusty, I apologize. But if you guys have any questions or you guys want to see more of this, man, put it down below in the comments. Hit the like button. Also, God, I can't even talk. The subscribe button. I'll catch y'all in the next one.